Yes. Because this is what I've just spelled out, Arnav. This is a democracy. It's not Renukacracy that I can run the show as I want.
In the name of democracy, you cannot have this.
To take
See, democracy doesn't mean that women, politicians who are facing criminal charges of rape, molestation are sitting in the parliament. That is not democracy. The rule of law has to be same for all. You cannot have parliamentary privilege for them.
Who are sitting
Already 211 IPCs there for stopping misuse if women misuse the sexual harassment.
You can't question the people who've elected them to this. So, you know.
Or no.
Even if people have elected, there is the law of the land which should punish them.
With sex.
Or no.
Can I discuss a general topic or are we coming to specific?
No. One sec. See, I am not here to find fault. First of all, Brinda Grover says, oh, it's good for a media debate to find fault. I'm not interested in finding fault. But if you, Brinda Grover, look back at what was promised in January, the expectation that has been raised, then you two would agree, and Derek O'Brien, you two would agree that what we are coming up with today is perhaps a quarter of what was promised or expected in January. Derek? Yes, Derek. No, let Derek come in.
I don't agree with that.
Yes, Derek.
Although, if there was a serious law on gender discrimination, you would have gone to jail for your performance today for 7 years. Because for the last 30 minutes, and I'm not grudging you this, I'm glad you enjoyed it. You had a wonderful conversation with 5 intelligent ladies without showing the courtesy of coming to your 6th panelist. So please continue the discussion. I'm listening very intensely.
Please continue, Derek. I have no gender bias on the program, neither on the program or in real life.
No. Viewers have seen. The viewers have seen it. I haven't seen.
Let's continue the conversation, Arnav.
1 minute. Yes.
I have lots to contribute on 18 to 16. Let me tell you what we have to contribute. We have a lot to contribute. We also think this law is being rushed through. We also think this law is, so don't be so presumptuous by telling us we have nothing to contribute.
Right after Derek, I will come to you, Brinda.
We will contribute on the floor of Parliament. We will contribute on the floor of Parliament if we were not allowed our 35 minutes today. The Speaker of the Lok Sabha and the Chairman of the Rajya Sabha will give us our due time.
No, Derek O'Brien, Brinda Grover has said right at the start of the show, something is better than nothing. We have made many steps forward. Are you saying what you are only to make a point? I want you to respond to Brinda. Yes, Derek.
No, I mean, you need to really introspect. You're giving us big lectures to politicians about how we should make strong anti-rape laws, and in a simple program like yours, you leave somebody out for 30 minutes.
Derek,
that is
please.
Discrimination.
Derek, please.
That is a more serious issue.
Derek, please respond to Brinda. Thank you.
Broaden up the debate. Broaden up the debate. The solution, we all want the harshest punishment for rape, for people who rape, but the one law is not going to be the only solution. The base of the pyramid, as Justice Verma himself says, is next time you see a woman, every woman, perhaps, I don't know, every woman, or at least the women I know at some point, have been touched wrongly in a bus. It needs to start there. The solution has to be found there. Not only throwing bricks at politicians and saying politicians
No, sorry, but if a woman is being stalked on a bus, what's the answer now? If a woman's being stalked on a bus, Derek, what's the answer now?
Yes, good question, Arnav. I think this is where the awareness is required. If I see a woman,
it is bailable.
Yeah, Derek, go on.
Second attempt is 5 years.
There are two quick points. Arnav, I myself as a 13-year-old schoolboy have been molested in a bus, but I'll tell you that story later. That was scary. If somebody is stalked in a bus, more than the law, the 50 passengers must not sit there quietly. They need to stand up, they need to change, they need to protest, they need to throw that guy off the bus first and stop the bus. That's where the change is needed. Law is all very good, but we need to change, all of us change, and not try blaming each other.
No, I don't understand your point because you didn't answer my question. Do you have one single point besides complaining about my gender bias to respond to what Brinda says, that some law is better than no law? Or is the Trinamool Congress in such a sulk with the UPA that anything the UPA does, you'll find fault with it for the sake of it?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. The law, there was an all-party meeting held today, There are where different parties have given their suggestions in. We have our own views in terms of how this could have been handled better, and has it been rushed through? Has everyone been taken on board? That's the first thing I told you.
Vrinda.
Let us have a good law.
Vrinda, he's talking about being rushed through for the third time. Vrinda Grover is responding to you. Vrinda to Derek O'Brien.
Yes. I want us to just know this very, very categorically. These issues have not emerged on December 16th. We have been raising these issues. We have been engaging with political parties across the board. Everybody who has come to power in the centre has been asked by women's groups to change the law. So there is nothing hurried about it. So let's not drag our feet again in this session of Parliament by saying, oh my God, we are rushing it through. Stalking has not happened.
Nobody is dragging their feet. Nobody is dragging their feet, but at the same time...
Please, sir.
Please.
May I finish
please.
without interruption, because I will not even get time.
Yes,
we are not in Parliament. You will also speak in Parliament.
Go on, Vrinda.
Please,
Thank you.
Please.
We understand what is important today is that for the first time the penal code will at least recognize, send the signal out, make a clear normative statement that stalking is a prohibited conduct. It is extremely unfortunate if it is being made bailable. And all those who want strong laws need to understand strong laws mean non-bailable. That's not happening. Everybody is saying strict law, strong law, and then dilutes the law. That's very unfortunate. The second thing I think we need to clearly remember here is that there are many things happening simultaneously. The fact that women are not in Parliament, the fact that women's views are not there in Parliament, we are seeing the consequences of this. We know that we are not going to get the best law.
Sure.
It's not for no reason that the Women's Reservation Bill doesn't get passed.
But Vrinda Grover, Vrinda Grover, why would a feisty...
No, Arnab, I've been sitting very quietly. Please let me finish.
I have a question for you.
Let me finish. Yes, just let me finish this. I will answer your question. Those parties like the BJP, who is saying they wanted strong laws, they're being made to come to a consensus. You are in power in different state governments. The criminal law can always be amended by the state government. Let's see within the next 6 months. Let's see these political parties stand up to their word, amend the law in your state, make it non-bailable.
That's a straight challenge to Meenakshi Lekhi.
Tell her something.
That's a straight challenge to Meenakshi Lekhi. Please respond. I had a question for Vrinda Grover that will come later.
Let me tell her. Let me tell her that Madhya Pradesh has got a law which I think rest of the states
and parading a woman naked.
Central government and the law proposed by you. Yes, and that is 10 years of imprisonment, unlike any other state. That is number one. Number two, when you talk about strict laws, but strict laws do not conform to the societal norms. When you recognize the sexual activity between the age of 16 and 18 for girls and less than 21 for boys, that will not happen without boys chasing the girls. And you want to put every such boy for stalking inside the jail will not be the answer.
No,
offense has to be now for that reason. I am not misrepresenting. Have the gumption of listening to others without interrupting them. And as you demand from others, please show the same respect to the others also. No, I'm not misrepresenting. It is you who's doing that. Now, once you recognize sexual activity between the age of 16 to less than 21, you have to recognize that boys are chasing girls at that age. And not every boy can be put behind bars for the first offense. So you have to make it bailable, give them warning, and if they repeat the act, make it 5 years imprisonment and make it non-bailable. So that is what the law has been brought. That first offense, 3 years imprisonment and bailable, but if the offender is found again, it is 5 years and non-bailable. And there has to be a record in the police station.
Let her respond, then I have a question for Renuka Chaudhary.
Yes, Ms. Lekhi, my proposition is not even for the first time should the young boy be sent on probation. Between 16 to 18,
let me tell you something, madam. Let me tell you something, miss.
Between 16 to 18, let us have a young person's defense. Decriminalize consensual sexual assault between young persons. We do not want to send any young boy to jail for consensual sexual assault.
Why could there not be? I wonder, Meenakshi Lekhi.
We were asking for 16.
One second, we are getting very detailed.
Arnab, allow me to settle it.
1 minute.
Allow me to settle it. Allow me to settle it for the day. At least we would have arrived at some conclusion. Now, between 16 and 18, or between 16 and less than 21, boys and girls are engaging in activities which are close to sexual or sexual nature. That is not happening without girls and boys chasing each other. We don't want girl's father to make a complaint against the boy and send him up for jail for stalking the girl. And
Precisely.
that is exactly what will
So why
happen
should
on the first offense.
that is a no. One second. Meenakshi Lekhi and Vrinda Grover. Meenakshi Lekhi and Vrinda Grover, you know, we can...
discipline, madam.
We
if the boy is chasing the girl up to her house, he's talking.
Yes, Meenakshi Lekhi,
and
why
he
should...
has to be sent up for jail.
Yes, Meenakshi Lekhi.
There can be no...
Meenakshi Lekhi and Vrinda Grover, I am simply asking one question
A girl could be
today.
consenting to it. How do you know?
May I please...
You are giving her the authority to consent for social activity, not for stalking.
No, may I...
What are you talking? Which
May I please come in?
Arnab?
May I please come in? My only question here is that I don't know why all this could not have been gone into detail. Very simple. All this you could have gone into detail and either had it or not had it in this present law. Rather than say here today, be happy you go with what you got and don't ask for the moon. Renuka Chaudhary, I have another question for you. You've been listening very patiently. My question to you is, Renuka Chaudhary, a lot of our viewers want us to ask you a question. And this question is this, that they say that Renuka Chaudhary has been the most feisty defendant of women's rights, to the point to which she is not even sometimes scared of telling off people from her own party when it comes to gender rights. What is Renuka Chaudhary's answer to a basic question that there was a proposal of Justice Verma that politicians facing sexual offences charges should be banned from contesting elections?
I was coming to that.
Yeah? What happened to that?
I just said it was brilliant.
But what happened to that?
It will come about. It will come about. It may not come up on your show, Arnav, but it is, well, if we are not going to give you the whens and what ifs, it will happen and you'll know about it. And then we'll debate it on your TV again.
But people are impatient, Renuka Chaudhary, like I'm sure you are.
Learn a little patience.
I assure you.
Well, legislations take time and you have to be able to appreciate that.
Debarring politicians from entering Vidhan Sabhas and Lok Sabhas and even fighting corporation elections, municipal corporation elections, believe me, the law would have been different. There would have been faster courts. There would have been speedier justice. This was a Rosa Parks moment. People got together. For the first time, the male-female equation was being challenged. And we saw patriarchal politics
that's
rear its ugly head.
What you're saying.
It became about ethics.
Shazia, 1 minute. Let Renuka respond.
I really don't have time for.
No,
this kind of, if politicians stop talking rubbish without even understanding. I'm telling the young lady who's going on quantifying and trying to get 2 pies business.
No, Renuka Chaudhary, the suggestion...
No one's denying the importance of please, you ask me a question and let me tell you.
I'm asking you a question.
Individually and as a party, we have zero tolerance for such things. However, much as we want to, we cannot indulge ourselves. There has to be a process by which this will come about. And I am telling you, it will come about. Willy-nilly, it will come about. In the meantime, it will help if we didn't have people sitting and simply bashing all politicians. I resent that. I'm a politician. I don't accept such behavior. And I don't think I will sit quiet when the time is there for legislation. So let's move about positively instead of trying to get 2 pies publicity, getting onto panels and talking like this.
Now, one sec. We see, we have different points of view. Different. We have, Renuka Chaudhary, we have a lot of people have right to have different points of view. My idea was to get this debated. There is one section which says, what we've done is good enough. There is another section which is restless and which says...
No one's saying it's good enough.
No. A lot of people are saying it's good enough for the moment. Others are saying this was not what was promised in December.
They're saying it's a beginning.
They're saying it's a beginning. Many people are not happy with the beginning. I thank each and every one of you.
What do you want? Put it into the cold...
Not at all. Not at all put it in the cold storage. But we've had a good debate. I hope it gets followed.
I only want to urge all political parties present here to please make sure that this bill passes through Parliament in this session. and it's not dragged through the coals like we've seen
I
the fate
agree.
of other bills like women's reservation.
Let's see where it
But
goes.
now that it is
I
watered
agree.
down,
I
it will
agree
be
with the
passed. There's
lady.
nothing to think thoughts about it.
Okay.
Now that it is watered down, it will be cleared.
To all the panelists this evening, thank you very much for taking part.
Guess who was protesting?
Thanks for taking part on debate number 1 on the News Hour tonight. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you.